Museveni meets new deadly COVID-19 variant, and he is set to address nation on COVID-19 response security. Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us live on Projan Media TV. And if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do, and don't forget to turn on the notification button for all these updates. Well, let's take a kind look into some of these details. President Museveni and his covitriplets, Monica Musenero, Atwine and Ruth Aceng, must be toasting their wine glasses over the emergence of a new variant in South Africa. Just like the Brazilian, Indian, and Delta variant that was in UK, flew faster than jumbo jets across oceans and skipped all countries in between lay siege on Uganda. Therefore, he can guarantee that the South African brand will soon show up in our country and it will be welcomed by the president himself. And if you take a look into their speech, the conversation between His Excellency Yoweri Museveni and the new variant that has come to that is trying to set its way out on country, and where the president is planning to address the nation about it, he said he dares welcome them to the country. He would like to know why they took so long to reach the country. So the variant's response was they knew he was getting impatient, but they had to decide where they should launch the variant from. So His Excellency asked, what do they mean by that? The new variant, they said they see the world was beginning to move on and they don't want that. However, their bosses had to decide where to launch their long-awaited comeback. As from Museveni, so why didn't they choose Uganda? So His Excellency said, why didn't they choose Uganda if in case they were looking for a place to launch their COVID treatment? He said, as a matter of fact, they were one of the candidates. That's why Bill Gates recently visited their country. And the other candidate was Australia. Therefore, he added on saying that they see Australia, Uganda, and South Africa were chosen because they have impressed their bosses with the ability to instill a true COVID tyranny like they dreamt it. Therefore, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni is so glad and appreciate that. Though according to the new variant, they said Africa has not originated any variant, and there are very few deaths on this continent. Besides, their push to inject that gene modification therapy they falsely call vaccine has yielded little fruit in Africa. Less than 6% jabbed. So therefore they choose to launch the next variant in Africa. Maybe this might convince Africans to get the jab, and they read somewhere that we Africans got our special jab from the Chinese. And he was questioning His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, though Museveni decided to nod. He said he is sure they gave out the proper antidote, and because they want us alive for many more years so that they can continue to sell their country assets to us, peanuts, so therefore they are an asset to the Chinese, and Chinese can't afford to lose. Therefore, though the new variant that had come to Uganda, they were trying to set a negative complaint about the vaccine that we are using in Uganda right now. So according to His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, we Africans were an asset to China for them to promote their goods, so they can't just think of losing us like that. And Museveni continued asking, why did they choose South Africa over Uganda? They answered saying that they are a bigger country and it would attract more attention, but therefore they made their way back in Uganda. They're already in Uganda. Though they chose South Africa, reason being that it is big country. That's why they took long to reach to Uganda. They first needed attention. And His Excellency is so grateful that they came. And he is seeing the government cannot function without their COVID. That is the new variety that has come in the market. And the new variety, they're so happy, and they didn't realize that Uganda needed them so badly. Though Museveni said before they came, his NRM party had an ideology. They gambled with Pan-Africanism. They tried East African integration, but none of them would stick. But their arrival cracked the puzzle. Now, their ideology is COVID. Though according to His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, he said he had to promise his people to open up the country in January, though he blames his neighboring countries, Kenya and Rwanda, who went and released their cows from the paddocks and left him no excuse. So he is also forced to promise a New Year reopening for his people in his country. Now it might be difficult for him to walk back the tyranny, but of course he could ask his girls at Ministry of Health to work up the numbers, spread some money in the media to instill fear, but therefore he still doubts whether it could work. Some sharp people were beginning to wonder why bomb blasts showed up as soon as old COVID variants started disappearing, but that was a difficult question for them to answer. But now that they are here, Mr. New Variety, they might not see bombs in Kampala again, and it's almost as if the suicide bombers fear they might die of COVID. So Museveni was just making out some kind of joke, though he decided to take these people of the new COVID variety to a hotel to join some of the members who came long time ago who are also dealing in the COVID issues, colleagues from India, Brazil, China, and the UK, to be with them for some time, to tell them more about Uganda because they have been here for some months. Well, that is it for now for Projan Media TV, and thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do, and don't forget to turn on the notification button.